Hi Moses from Upgraded Self and welcome to my kitchen, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a delicious, juicy, healthy, tasty steak in no time at all. So let's get down to it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need, the ingredients. Alright, for this awesome steak you're going to need olive oil. Make sure it's extra virgin olive oil as it's the healthiest. You're going to need salt and pepper. Make sure you're using Himalaya pink salt, it's the best type of salt. You're going to need some fresh rosemary, and you're also going to need a lemon and of course your steak. I'm using porterhouse, but you can use whatever steak you prefer. The first thing you're going to want to do is you want to get your oil, just spread a little amount over the bottom of the pan and then smear it around. And this just lubricates the pan and it stops the steak from sticking to it when it's cooking. Once that's done, the next step is to crank up the heat. Okay, you want this pan nice and hot because we're only going to be cooking the steak for a couple of minutes each side. Alright, so while the pan is heating up, we're going to be flavouring the steak. Right, to flavour the steak, take your olive oil, just put a little bit on the top of both your pieces of steak or however many you're cooking, rub it in. Right, this is a great trick with meat, is to rub the olive oil into the meat and not all over the pan that you're cooking in. And then we're going to get our Himalayan salt over the top, and then we're going to grab our pepper over the top. Just put as much as you like, depending on the consistency that you like it, and then just rub your salt and pepper in as well. And remember to wash your hands before you do this. Alright, then that's it. And then once we put it onto the pan, that's when we're going to do the other side. Alright, since the pan's still heating up, let's get our other ingredients ready. So all you need to do is you need to cut the lemon in half, and then we're going to take some leaves off the rosemary. So all you do for that is just turn it upside down and just slide your fingers down the rosemary. Easy. Done. Okay, so the pan's nice and hot. I can feel that heat coming off it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the steak on the grill pan and we're going to put it olive oil side down. So the rub side down. You should hear it sizzle. Oh, listen to that. And then we're going to olive oil it and put salt and pepper on it again like we did before. Alright, so you have olive oil. Rub it in. Salt. And pepper. And remember just to rub that in. Like so. Depending on how you like your steaks cooked will depend when you flip it. Alright, so I usually go about a minute each side because we're going to flip it twice for about 4 minutes in total, and that'll give me about a medium. So I'm just going to flip it over. Like so. And then when you flip it over, that's when you're going to add the rosemary to it. Alright, you're not going to use all of your rosemary because you're going to put rosemary on both sides. So just use half of it. Sprinkle it on. And then leave it for another minute or however long it is that you like your steak. Okay, so I'm ready to flip it again. Now when you flip it facing the opposite direction, and that'll give you that nice crisscrossy pattern that you see in restaurants and stuff like that. So I'm just going to zoom in and show you. As you can see, I've got my steaks lined across the opposite way that I had it facing before, just to get that nice crisscross, and the rosemary is now underneath. Alright, so we're going to put rosemary on this side as well, so it's on both sides. Put your rosemary on, and I'm ready to flip it again. Okay. Now this is the last flip, so here's a trick for you. Turn the heat off, alright? Turn the heat off and take the pan off the heat. In all recipes they always say to let the meat sit, which is great, but if you leave it sitting out of the pan, the meat gets cold. So this way we're leaving it sit in the pan, so that way it stays nice and warm. Alright, so it's been about another minute, so now I'm going to take it out of the heat and put it on the chopping board and add some more flavour to it. Okay, I've got my steak on the chopping board. All we're doing now is grabbing your lemon and you're squeezing it over the top of your steak. So if you're not a big lemon fan, don't put too much on. But yeah, it tastes really good, so I like to put quite a bit on. And that's it, your steak's ready to go. So I'm going to cut it open and show you guys how it looks. Alright, so just cut through the middle. And look at that, nice and juicy. Still red in the middle, still a wee bit of blood there. Awesome, awesome. And that's it, how quick and easy was that? And now the taste test. Beautiful, yes. Thanks for watching, I'll see you at the next one.